Hey there, how are you? I hope all is well and everything is absolutely amazing on your end. Welcome back. This is your Light and Darkness, and I'm back again with a beautiful, new, amazing psychic reading for all of you today. Please note that it's not a card reading but a psychic reading, which is meant and intended to bring you clarity, insights, and shed some light over the issues that you are facing right now at present, or might have to face, encounter, or witness in the coming near future in regards to your spiritual soul connection. So without wasting any of our time, let's begin with the messages and any other guidance that universe wants to provide you all with. Okay, this reading is only meant for those individuals who got cheated and betrayed by their soul counterpart. This is being presented and given to all of you so that you can prepare yourself emotionally as well as mentally for the coming changes that are going to enter in your life or may present themselves for you in the coming future, which to some extent are going to be a little bit challenging or overwhelming for you to face or encounter. Okay, it was being shown to me that those soul counterparts who got cheated and betrayed by their soul counterparts are going to leave them behind, or are going to walk away from their betrayer, their soul counterpart, and then they are going to start their life on their own. It was being shown to me that there's a new life waiting for you. You might change your location, you might take a new job at a different city or a different new location or in a different completely new organization. Some of you are going to relocate, some of you are going to change houses or even countries. You might completely shift from one place to another. Overall, it was being shown that you are going to have a fresh new start in your life, where you'll be meeting new people, you'll be encountering new changes, and it's going to be completely different from what you experienced in the past. With all of these changes, there's going to be another person who's going to enter in your life, who is going to prove as a beautiful big blessing for you and your spiritual journey. It was being shown to me that this new person is someone who's going to bring back the spark in your life. This new person is going to help in healing your broken heart, which your counterpart broke into pieces severely. It was being shown to me that after this separation from your soul counterpart, you are going to live in isolation for quite some time. You might not want to go outside or meet new people. You might stay distant, or you might develop some sort of social anxiety towards other people, but it's all going to be temporary, as this person who's going to enter in your life, maybe through work or through friends, mutual friends that you're going to make after moving or shifting, or in any other way, shape or form best suited for you according to the divine will. This person is literally going to help you heal and move forward in your life. Okay, now with this new beginning, there are going to be new challenges coming in, as it's going to be really difficult for you to open up your heart once again after getting it broken by your own soul counterpart. It's going to take you some time in order to adjust with your changing life or changing life circumstances and situations, but with time you are going to adapt to these changes. With time you are going to allow yourself to open up to other people, or just people in general, so that you can live your life freely, happily, and enjoy your life for good. Okay, that does not mean you are going to forget about everything, as it's going to be a little bit difficult for you to forget what your counterpart did to you. It might take you some time to really recover and overcome the sadness, the depression, the anxiety, the pain, the sorrow, the suffering your counterpart gave you with the heartbreak and betrayal, but you'll recover and you'll start smiling once again. Okay? Now, there is this change universe wants me to make you all aware of, and it's about this new relationship which is going to enter in your life. The person I'm talking about in this reading is someone who is meant to enter in your life to help you see your world and your life in a completely new, different light. What your counterpart did to you is something that is going to literally shake your foundations. This may have already happened, as I said, that maybe at present you are in separation as you found out that your counterpart betrayed you and cheated on you or lied to you or things like that. They chose someone else and it broke your heart. This ending is literally going to shatter you in pieces. It's going to be that hard, but with time you'll learn to move forward, and with this new beginning, universe is just going to help in easing up your pain or the challenges that you are going through right now or might have to face while transitioning from this situation to another. Okay, this new person who's going to enter in your life is going to show interest in you, but in beginning it was being shown to me that it's going to be really, really hard for you to open up to this person or any person in general, but with time, with patience, and with healing that you're going to receive, you'll open yourself up, and I'm seeing that you are going to enter in a beautiful new relationship with this person for the highest good of all involved. This relationship is not going to be something that you see all around yourself, filled with lust, need, greed, pride, want, control, manipulation, deceit, or things like that. This is going to be a very pure, beautiful, healthy, harmonious, and positive relationship, as this person is something you dreamt of or wished for in your life. This person who is going to enter in your life is going to be very, very beautiful, both internally and externally, inside out. This person is going to be very, very positive, very down to earth, humble, grounded, mature, understanding, cooperative, respectful, decent, and disciplined. This person would be already successful in his or her life or career. This person might help you in the beginning, maybe just as friends or colleagues, or just even a acquaintance or a stranger in adjusting with your changing life or situations, but later your connection is going to get deepened with emotions, with feelings, and a mutual understanding and respect for each other. Okay, in the beginning you might not feel anything for this person, but with time and with God's grace, this person is going to help you in opening up your heart, and then I see that you'll be entering in a beautiful new phase, a beautiful new relationship with this person. As these changes are going to take place in your life, there is something that you need to be aware of, and it's about your counterpart's return in your life, which is what is going to bring in a little upheaval, confusion, worry, or disturbance for you to experience, as you might get completely confused, bewildered, and puzzled after that happens. Okay, this is all going to happen because for many of you it's kind of part of your divine life plan. For others, this is going to happen as a test or a challenge for you to face and check if you have really learned your lessons or not, if you have really worked over your triggers, your trauma, and if you have really recovered or not. With the return of your soul counterpart, you are going to get triggered if you won't heal your issues. Okay, for others, this is coming up to let you all know that it's going to be a test, as the person who's going to enter in your life is going to show interest in you and may want to take things forward, as in getting married or engaged or committing to each other. Okay, this is something which is going to be quite challenging for you to face, experience, or go through, as you might have to make a very tough and decisive decision at that point of time. On one hand, this new person who's going to enter in your life is going to be someone you always wished for, always dreamt of, someone who's going to be very kind to you, nurturing, caring, romantic, considerate, and helpful, someone you may not feel as deeply as you felt for your soul counterpart, but still there's going to be this comforting energy about this person, which is going to make you feel like settling down with this person. But on the other hand, it's going to be your soul counterpart who took you for granted, left you out for someone else, abandoned you, rejected you, broke your heart, and just discarded you like you had no worth and value. So this might bring in triggers, this might take you into a zone of complete confusion and perplexities. You might want to just run away when this happens, but this is what you're going to have to face confidently and courageously. Okay, this return of your counterpart is going to happen after they realize or go through their karmic changes for betraying you and hurting you. It was being shown to me that your counterpart is going to realize that it was the biggest blunder they made in their life by betraying you and deceiving you for someone else. As per their karmic consequences, they might lose their job, they might fail in their career, business, profession, or occupation. They might even lose their family. They're going to lose you as well, as you are going to leave them or walk away from them, and there's going to be a complete silence, complete ending taking place in between both of you before they return back. Okay, so there's going to be a lot happening. There's going to be a lot which is going to take place, and this is something which is going to shift this whole negative energy that is lingering around or lingering in your connection right now, which led to this kind of negative event happening or this occurrence taking place in between both of you. This ending is going to teach them what happens when you deceive people, what happens when you reject divine calling, what happens when you break your own soul counterpart's heart, what happens when karma strikes in for not choosing the path of goodness but of darkness, by getting influenced from negativity or negative people. So it's going to be a whole new situation. It's going to be a whole another roller coaster ride you might have to take in the coming future. Some of you are going through this right now, where you are confused and indecisive as to what you should be doing. So all in all, the guidance that's coming up and the messages that were being given to me to bring it all for all of you are that you'll have to listen to your heart. You'll have to pay attention to the triggers and the events that are going to take place or are taking place right now. I cannot clearly say as to what you should be doing, though it was being shown to me that a lot of you are going to choose your soul counterpart back again, knowing and accepting everything they did, the kind of person they were, and everything that happened and took place in between you in the past. Well, it was also being shown that your counterpart is going to change by that point of time, as you are not going to be there in their life nowhere during this phase of complete separation and ending taking place in between both of you, after you finding out that they deceived you or just crossed their limits, and they simply are going to show you a side which is going to break your heart into so many pieces that it's going to be really, really difficult for you to collect them back and look them back in the same way as it did in the past. So after all of this happens, they are going to go through much needed and necessary changes to learn their lessons and change into something or someone who actually deserves to be with their divine soul counterpart or share a divine spiritual soul connection. That is why I'm saying it's going to be really difficult and challenging for you later in life or after some point of time when this happens, or when you get presented with these kind of choices to make in your life, where on one hand you'll have to choose between two people who can change your life completely. Okay, one is going to be someone you always wished for, and another is someone you share this deep spiritual soul connection with, but you had a very ugly and dark past with as well. Okay, so I cannot say what you should be doing. I cannot even suggest all of you to choose your soul counterparts, as it's not going to be in the best interest for all involved, for some of you out there listening to me right now. So it's actually something you'll have to come to terms with on your own. It's something you'll have to decide on your own, based on what it is that you want, based on your future goals, ambitions, aspirations, as well as the divine guidance you're going to receive at that point of time. It's all about working through your issues. It's all about healing your trauma, triggers, issues, or anything else that is going to keep you stuck in past or past patterns you might have to release, let go, or overcome. Okay, it's going to be a very, very difficult and tedious task for you to literally forget about the past and move forward in your life, no matter what you choose to do. Okay, if you choose the new person, it still is going to be a little bit difficult because of the soul connection. And even if you, for whatever reason, choose your soul counterpart back again, you'll have to work through your fears of fearing the past repeating itself back again, though nothing as such was being shown to me, but it is something which is going to be in your head, in your mind somewhere, as what happened in between you and your soul counterpart is something which was very, very traumatic, dark, and depressing for you. So this reading and this guidance is coming through for you to become aware of these challenges that are going to come up for you to face, so that you can work through your issues from this day on, from this point onwards, so that you can prepare yourself for the changes to come in your life and align yourself with your dreams, desires, aspirations, or anything that you want or wish to create in your life. Okay, no matter what you choose to do, be prepared to make tough, wise, decisive decisions, as it's going to be your life, as we all are responsible for what we choose to do and create in our own lives. We are responsible for our happiness, sorrow, suffering, and everything. Okay, so this is something you have to keep in mind. This is something you have to work on. This is something you can expect, so that when this happens, you do not panic, you do not start to worry, you do not allow the confusion to make you paralyzed and stop you from taking any kind of decisive action, as you might just feel stuck. You might not know what you should be doing. Okay, the decision is still in your own hands. As I said, I was being shown that a lot of you may tend to choose your soul counterpart back again, but then if the issues are not healed properly, if the trauma is still there, if the triggers are still there, then you know what happens next. So it's all about paying attention to your triggers and how you can overcome them. It's all about making clear, wise, decisive, and solid decisions for yourself about your future, about your life, and what it is that you want to create, manifest, and attract in your life. There's a reason why I'm not saying that all of you must choose your soul counterpart, or you must choose the other person as you had a very ugly past with your soul counterpart. I cannot say that because I can't see all of your divine life plans right here. Getting my point? That's why I cannot give a general message for each and every one of you. I cannot declare that choosing the other person is only the right thing for you and rejecting your counterpart would be the best thing. I cannot say that. And vice versa. Okay. Also, I cannot say that choosing your soul counterpart would be the best decision over choosing the new person, because that might not work for each and every one of you and might not be in your highest good. It's up to you. It's something which is in between you and your divine team. This equation is something you have to solve or resolve or find an answer for on your own by creating a very beautiful and solid, clear, crystal connection with God on your own, by working on yourself and devoting yourself in some sort of spiritual practice or devotional service. Getting my point? Because it's going to be tough. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be smooth. It's not going to make sense to you at that point of time as to why it's all happening. At this point of time, you might be thinking that it's all done and you're not going back. Fine. This is what is needed right now, as you're supposed to move into a new territory. You're supposed to start a new chapter of your life. You're supposed to meet new people. You're supposed to have new experiences. You're supposed to come out of this darkness your counterpart brought in your life, or something that you manifested and attracted in order to learn your life lessons. But it's because you share this soul connection, one or the other way, universe brings back your soul counterpart in your life for you to resolve things out, or for learning some other lesson at a later stage of life. So this is something you have to keep in mind. This is something you have to make yourself aware of, so that you are well prepared for everything that might happen or take place in your life without causing yourself unnecessary worry or troubles that you can easily solve or resolve on your own by being clear in your mind, by being decisive or rooted in your vision or decision. Okay? Whatever you choose to do, it's up to you. The soul connection would still remain as it was, despite the choices and decisions you are going to make. Because this is something which might cause you to get swayed away or carried away by your confusion or emotions. As I said, that if there are some issues you might fail in healing or resolving, they may get triggered, and then you are going to feel disturbed, frustrated, irritated, and annoyed by your counterpart's presence or by other person's presence, as you'd have to make a decision. But on one hand, you are going to get pulled towards your soul counterpart because of your love and the soul connection. On the other hand, the other person is going to be someone no one would ever want to or wish to lose. Okay, so this is something you can note down and keep in mind about working through your issues and triggers and learning how to manage your triggers, so that whatever you choose to do, you do it for good and for the highest good of all involved. What is going to happen with your soul counterpart is something which is based on their karma and karmic destiny. I cannot say anything about that right now, right here. But one thing I can assure you of is that your counterpart is really going to regret doing you dirty. And this guilt, this regret, those losses and failures are going to cause them and force them to change for good and better. So this is not for all. This is for those who might not choose to settle down with their soul counterparts. Both of you are still going to ascend towards spiritual union, where you're going to surrender this connection under the feet of God, and you're going to move on and move forward with your respective lives. But those who are going to choose their soul counterparts, it's important that you do not keep these kind of expectations in your heart or in your mind, because it was being shown to me that after finding out that your counterpart did you dirty, or they got, I don't want to say this, they chose someone else and they literally crossed their limits with that person, it's going to be very, very important for you to not wish for them, not look for their return, or keep any kind of expectations of them returning back in your life. It's going to be very, very important and needed for you to choose your self-respect, and choose goodness over darkness, because you have to understand that both of you are having a human experience, and you're also leading other people's lives, and you're supposed to lead other people's lives as a positive example. So if you are going to, stand there, cry like a kid, or cry like literally the comics, they use crying as a weapon to get their way through, using crocodile tears. I'm saying all of this because I know how challenging it's going to be. Deep within your heart, you'd feel like you're dying, but at the same time, you'll have to make tough decisions and choices of still moving forward and choosing yourself and choosing a new life for yourself. What happens later is something you must surrender to the divine will. It was being clearly shown to me that one way or the other, universe is going to orchestrate their return in your life. But what you choose to do later, after that, is something which is completely dependent on the work you're going to do on yourself and the lessons you're going to learn after the separation takes place, or while there is this ending that is there in between you and your soul counterpart. Getting my point? It's all about the life lessons. It's all about the wisdom you're going to gain and tap into, which is going to decide what happens next. That is why this reading is being presented to all of you. It's not about not worrying about your counterpart's return and, getting assured that union and reunion is going to happen. It's even beyond that, because it's not talking about the union candy. It's talking about life. It's talking about learning. It's talking about vision. It's talking about learning to respect yourself and others, because the person who's about to enter in your life is someone who's going to be a very beautiful, pure soul, and this person is going to teach you a lot. This person is going to help you in gaining new perspectives and insights about your own self. Okay, this person is going to play a very important, a very huge and significant role in your ascension and spiritual advancement, or I can say realization to some extent. So you have to keep all of these things in mind. Okay, no matter what you choose to do, it's very important to learn your lessons and work through your issues. It's very, very important to be crystal clear about your true intentions, about your true wants, wishes, desires, and ambitions that you have for yourself and over your life, but at the same time, surrendering to the divine will. Okay, so whatever happens, make sure that you are prepared. Whatever happens, make sure that you are grounded, or you make yourself grounded. Whatever happens, make sure that you have all the wisdom and all the tools to deal with the changes or the transitions that might take place. Okay, so this was your reading. I hope you enjoyed listening to me and this brought you the clarity you were seeking and were hoping to get. If so, do let me know how you felt in the comment section below. Feel free to hit the like button and do subscribe to our channel for more such content to be readily available for all of you on a regular basis. With that being said, do not hesitate to follow through with the link given in the description box below if your heart says so. That's all. Taking leave. We'll be back sooner than later. Till then, take care of yourself and your loved ones. Bye-bye.